Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with part 2, episode 2 of campaign 2. That's a lot of twos, 3 twos. We're gonna watch this up till the break. The break is at 2 hours and 5 minutes. We're starting at 1 hour, 30 minutes and 40 seconds. That's exactly where I left off. Not maybe exactly. I might have went back a minute. I just feel like that's where I ended. I feel like I watched a second or two pass here, but I'm going to just watch it again because it's a couple seconds and I want a recap. Last we saw, though, we went to the carnival, obviously, in the first episode. We had this horrific event happen. I'm assuming at this point, the way they're saying it, it's a zombie-related type thing. That's what is on the surface, but I feel like there's something bigger, possibly magical going on. I don't know. They did crack and break into giant monstrous creatures. Zombies don't typically do that. Zombies usually are just undead walking things. Maybe I'm picturing it way more elaborate than it is, because they were like, there's cracking bones and it like mutated into this thing. It could just be a regular sized person that's just walking around like you see in horror movies where they crack and bend and they break and they do weirdness. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm just so like creative in my mind. I'm picturing this enormous crazy thing. Besides that, we have the dwarven girl who was singing, the lizard man who seems to be her protector or friend or whatever you want to call it, but they're on good terms from what we are told. I feel like they will be an asset to us at some point, if ever. I don't think they're our enemy. I don't think they had anything to do with what was going on. That was originally what all of them started thinking, besides I feel like Tal'dorei. The majority of them, I feel like, thought the dwarven girl had something to do with it. I immediately thought not. I thought that's too coincidental. It's too on the nose. I feel like that is something, but not anything negative or evil. Tal'dorei is Molly. At the end there, he has a disguise kit, he said, in his bag, I guess. So he could disguise himself. Jester has a disguise kit she's going to give to Bo. They make this little joke about doing makeup and Jester says she will and sucks at it or something. I right now think Jester's the best. Sam is right behind her with not the brave. In the comments, I see people were posting earlier today when I was posting part 1. I keep saying not the hero. I thought it was not the brave, and I kept saying not the brave, and then I feel like someone said, no, it's not the brave, it's not the hero. Maybe I read it backwards. I don't know. I have so many things I watch, and I read as many comments as I can. I might have misunderstood, or someone tricked me. There is a very good chance that someone in the comments tricked me, or said it as a joke, and I took it literally. Either way, it is not the brave. That is what I originally thought, and I switched. So that is my second favorite. I have shirts coming. I don't know why. I ordered Mighty Nein merchandise when I did part 1 of episode 1 over a week ago. I ordered all this merchandise. I even got a Frumpkin stuffed animal cat, but none of it has come yet. I guess with the way the world is and shipping and everything, I didn't order it from like Critical Role or anything. None of them had what I wanted. I ordered it from like other sites, and I know it's being tracked. It's not like I got ripped off. It's just taking a lot longer than I thought. So we will probably not have it for the live stream Friday unless it comes tomorrow. It is Wednesday night right now. I mean, it's possible it could come in the next 2 days, but I'm not very optimistic. Maybe a shirt will come or something. Let's see. Besides that, Molly and Bo are my least favorite, and I don't hate them. I just feel like Bo is almost annoying. The way Marisha is portraying Bo right now, I feel like it could be done in a different way. It's not even the surfer stoner type attitude, because half my friends smoke tons of weed, and I feel like that is not it. I feel like Bo is just one of those annoying potheads where you could be a pothead and still be totally functional and fine. She's like the type of person that makes every wrong choice and just drags the group down. And in my mind, she's just annoying and a drag at this point. And I love Marisha. I think Marisha is great. Keyleth was awesome and everything like that. Maybe I just don't know enough yet about Bo. It's very possible. We're only in to episode 2. I will be into episode 3 next week, but I mean, it's still a good 7 hours by the time we finish this episode. And right now, Bo just annoys me. Tal'dorei's character annoys me in the sense that I feel like he's rude. Oh, like, you didn't know that? Like, blah, 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 blah. Like, the way he talks to them and stuff. I just feel like even if you don't trust them and they are strangers, there's a certain way you could deal with people. And I said, even if that's his character and that's how his character would act, then his character annoys me. Either way, right now, Tal'dorei and Marisha are my least favorite. But the rest of the crew is all kind of in the ranks. They're all in the running. Basically, the person that does the most if I appreciate, I mean, you could do a lot and I'll hate you. And I guess that's the case in some of them. Like Bo did a lot in the last part. It made me dislike her even more because she's hurting the group and doing silly things. And the group is even getting mad. So let's just jump in. You guys want to be way ahead, full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons ahead of what you're seeing, and hundreds of exclusives you only see on Patreon. The link is at the end. If not, here we go, guys. Campaign 2, episode 2, part 2.
What are we doing again?
We have to find out why they're zombies so that we don't get arrested for being zombies.
Oh, so we solve the case
Obviously,
to
'cause
clear
we're
our
so
own name.
smart.
We can go get a bunch of
Why?
evidence.
Why shouldn't we just wait for it all to blow over? We didn't do anything.
Yes.
I tend
That's
to
a
find
good
these
option.
Don't blow over necessarily. It's more they just eventually decide someone's guilty and take their revenge on
Do
them.
you find yourself in situations like this often?
Not this particular one, but
I
yes.
mean, look at him. No offense or anything. but
None taken, really.
No offense or anything. Look at him. Like, look how she said it. Like, I don't know.
The sooner we find the cause of this, the sooner we can get out of here.
No, she's right. Immediately, the two of us are going to get hit with this.
If we solve the case, we would be absolved. It's not a terrible plan.
and you're so
Both are not bad options.
friends,
I'm good either way.
friends,
Liam's not wrong, though. We didn't do anything. Why get involved? We might
I know
make
it's
them
not
think it's
nice.
us.
And your goblin friend.
You said he.
Use the tea.
Listen, we've all had a rough night. I know that my features aren't necessarily the most feminine
You're beautiful.
among goblin
Mom.
kind. I
Don't say
understand.
Yeah, way to make not feel like a piece of shit,
I
Marissa.
can tell.
Thank you.
Everybody can tell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, yes. He just keeps yesing.
Well, let's get out of here.
See, part of it I don't even
walk
think
back
Marisha
into,
is intentionally
I guess,
doing. It's just coming off horribly bad for Bo right now.
Upstairs at the very end of the hall is the kind of communal washroom.
Can I use my mask of many faces to cast disguise on myself?
Sure. What form do you want to take?
Ooh.
An older, white-haired, with a beard, just very simple peasant's clothes. Maybe like a bit of a farmer or a land worker.
Okay, easily enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with the barley fields.
Okay, basic browns and tans and general farm worker's tunic and supplies.
Smudges, dirt on the fingernails.
Yeah, easy enough.
I'm going to help Bo. Oh, you know what I'm going to do for you? Yeah. I'm going to use my disguise kit. I'm going to give you a beard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And we're going to
Awesome.
turn you into like a dude.
Okay.
Because that's like, that's a good disguise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the mustache.
Okay. Yeah.
And a hat.
Love it.
Cool.
You
Love
really have to sell it though and act like a dude.
Think I can do that?
I think she's already doing it. I think she's already acting like a surfer dude. I don't know if Sam was joking or not.
Bandage them down all the way. You know, wrap them.
Alrighty.
Stuff my crotch a little bit.
Alrighty. Go ahead and make
Do it front
a
part.
dexterity check.
This will be exciting.
In
You
the
want-
front
you want,
part.
assistance with this?
Was he helping me?
I could
If you want to, you want to.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so
Sure.
take with advantage.
Oh, with advantage.
Okay.
Wouldn't a disguise kit? I mean, I guess they wrap your boobs down, but I mean, she said that, but
15.
15. Okay. You actually managed to sell a decent disguise.
Yeah, through 5 o'clock, like shadow.
Yeah,
stubble.
like
yeah.
at a distance of about like 3 or 4 feet would be passable if
Little
and
stem
walking
brush.
quickly by, but
Okay.
upon close inspection you could.
all right, see.
Toys we use the magnet to pull the.
So had they rolled higher, they'd get away with murder almost. Some rolls are way more important than others.
Like a medieval version of that, yeah. But impressive. Using the kit and using whatever scraps of clothing you can find in a mass, you managed to get a relatively kind of, I don't know, like top-knot Silver Lake hobo version of Bo, functionally ready to go.
Top knot homeless version.
Wait for it. How do you sound? Say words. You're manly.
Manly words.
Manly words.
Mirror image.
Mirror image.
I got nuts.
I got nuts.
The stage was.
And I'll cast disguise self on myself as well.
I mean, I dig that they're all having fun and stuff, and obviously Marisha's a good person. I just, like, I don't know, Bo is, I don't like the characters that are more of a
with blonde
detriment.
hair, and she's going to be very clean looking.
Angeline.
Angelina Jolie.
Big lips.
Oh, Angelina Jolie.
And yeah, and like a couple like jewels on their fingers.
Okay, okay. Just double checking here. This guy's elf lasts for, is it an hour? Yeah, I thought it was an hour.
1 hour.
All right, great. So while they're doing that,
10 minutes.
using your disguise kit
I mean, can I get myself
1 hour. That's like the
I
rest of
assume
the
I just got,
episode.
like some very basic black robe that just and then
yeah,
something
with a
that
cloak and hood and with makeup, you could probably pass for human as long as you keep the hood up and keep most of your more ostentatious.
I'm
garb
sure I've got.
hidden.
I'm sure I've got a set. So I'm gonna. Yeah.
If he could look human with a disguise kit, I would imagine
Yes, please. This is-
Bo could easily look manly with a disguise
Oh,
kit.
it's an natural 20. That'll do it.
All right. Between kind of making your skin tone more of a natural kind of a tan,
Natural
kind of
20
humanoid
again.
color.
I said
Putting the hood
every
up,
time I
pulsing
do
your
one of
hair
these,
forward
there's a
and
natural 20.
adhere it a bit around the
Without
horn, so it's
fail,
almost like a bit of
there's
a
been a
cluster
natural
of hair in
20
front.
every time I've done one of these.
You managed to tuck in and tie your robe behind you, or your usual clothing, and then using an overrobe to hide most of the material.
Your
you kind of just look like
overrobe.
a dude.
This is the
passing
last
through.
beer of the night. I've done 4
So with that,
hours
your
of
disguises are
fantasy
complete,
shit today,
your
guys.
Spells are cast.
Is that your human?
I did
face?
Blood Dragons Dota today, 2 episodes. I did Arcane. I did this. I did Camp. I've done all fantasy shit. Good night.
Or what? I'm just gonna get a breath of fresh air and see what's on the street outside of this place.
Okay. As you exit, there are 2 gentlemen in full Crown's Guard gear that are both.
Liam was a
One
voice
is
in
standing
Dota.
outside, the other is currently sitting in a chair, and as soon as you watch
I
past, they're both
noticed.
just gonna scan you up and down, continue to watch you pass by.
Good. And there's only just the two.
Just the two.
Just the
adults.
2 of us. Caleb is gonna go up in my ranks,
sticking
guys.
with the two.
I just need him to start like showing me more about his back story,
not shoulders,
not his
but
actual
yeah,
back.
Excellent.
Should we try to do this then?
Yeah, 2s or single.
Yeah, of course. Not all at the same time. That's obvious.
Level 2, trying to get out of
You
a fucking
idiot.
So hard.
Should have. And now I'm kicking myself.
But so anxiety inducing.
I need this. Yeah. No. Never mind. I didn't do it at the time. I can't do it now. No retconning. Never mind.
Explain yourself, sir. Stop. That's like someone saying, I gotta tell you something. Never mind. I don't gotta tell you.
But I can tell that you want to.
Well, it's just that. Listen, there's no offense, but I enjoy our talks and your schooling and everything, but I haven't talked this openly and freely with other people in months. It's kind of amazing.
It is pretty nice, isn't it?
Yes.
Still, if this goes south, we leave,
We're the
okay?
first ones out the door.
Easily.
Yeah. They'll never know who we were.
Caleb and not.
Well, don't say that too much. Well, I mean, yes, they do know that we're Caleb and not. Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So we're doing this.
Yeah, let's just go with.
Yeah.
See where it
I think it's so interesting. They have conversations in front of everybody. I mean, there's no other way to do it.
Yes, we weren't talking.
Dude, that's my outfit.
Oh! What are you? I'm sorry. I'm just a young girl from the village.
No, I'm just a young girl from
Jean-Jacques
town.
Gabor.
I don't know anything. I should
Oh
go
my
get
God.
my father.
Not it's me.
Oh my god.
Not it's me. It's Chester.
But you look like.
I know. This is how good I am at magic.
So much
Check
charisma in
me
this
out.
group.
Oh my God.
Are we leaving here or not?
Great way to keep
Afraid
your
you're
identity.
lost on the street.
You trick your friend and then start talking like Jester.
Those lips are very big.
I came over here to give you the blessing.
What is that? What does that do?
It helps you with your stealth.
Oh, the stealthy thing. Yes, thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
I'll
Okay,
accept
that's
it.
it.
Yes.
Okay, that's it.
Don't
Thank
be
you. You're
outside the
welcome.
street, Okay, don't be scared. Come up to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What order are you leaving?
Should I go first?
Oh, are we going out in pairs? Like you said. Are we going out in pairs?
Has Adeline noticed any of this?
I imagine you guys have been using your disguise kits in your own rooms.
I almost feel like Marisha
Um,
picked that so she could be drunk all the time,
no one
because that's
immediately seems to be
pretty much her
noticing.
character. Her character acts like a drunken fool or like someone high as a kite.
Let's call.
So you could just be like messed up and not be responsible for your actions.
You do see Yorda
Yorda.
Currently kind of in the process of wiping out some glasses at the end. He's just kind of occasionally giving a glance over to you guys as you're walking around.
You go first.
You go first.
Come with.
Yeah.
All right. Don't do anything stupid. Mouth shut.
I feel like Yorda is gonna say something, and you're gonna have to roll to persuade or something.
Maybe a little less. That's nice. I also assume a little limp.
Okay.
Slight.
All right.
John, please.
I'll say for the purpose of this, each of you make a performance check.
I knew there was gonna be. I knew it. I knew right away. I'm like, Matt's gonna make them check something because Yorda's out there.
20.
20. Who rolled 20? Travis?
16.
Okay. The both of you exit out, holding your breath. At a peripheral, you can see the kind of deep reds and golds of the Crown's Guard armor flanking you as you breach the outer porch of the tavern.
How much are they
Down
watching?
dust to the main street, curve to the left, and see nor hear any reaction from either of them.
Just keep
Oh,
moving to the other
They
side.
keep going. They're good.
Just a little bit after.
They're good.
Okay.
And I rolled a natural 20.
Is that 3 for the night?
Yep.
Oh my god.
What color is that die?
It's gold now.
It seems to be iron, like my will.
Alrighty.
So they all got to roll to get by. I dig it because I would feel like that's you should.
Me and my magic swords.
Apparently.
But he rolls a
You
20
saunter
again.
by without an issue. By saunter, I mean you stumble through. Yeah. You hear a cough at one point. And it kind of just causes you a moment, but you just continue on without notice.
I'm this level.
I mean, a natural 20, what are you gonna do?
Partner.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
You can come with us if you'd
shirt.
like.
Liam and Caleb don't have to worry.
Kind of noticeable, and why would I be this really beautiful woman leaving with this stinky guy?
That honestly is
Basically the
quite true.
comment That you just have shit smeared.
Yeah, like why is I've said this before. Maybe in the comments. See, I just posted the other one and then jumped into this, so I didn't have a chance to read comments. But why is Caleb so dirty and smelly all the time?
I can
Bathe.
help her.
You're my daughter.
Yes, and we're a couple, and he's our god or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you leave after us, Caleb, okay?
Isn't it simpler for you to walk on yourself
No,
like a
me and
beautiful
Nat are
woman?
going to go together. Okay, come on now.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
She's
fine.
just
Go,
she's very
Oh,
forward.
sweetie, let's go.
Yes, mommy.
go play.
Yes, mommy.
And we walk out.
All right, you guys don't have to make a performance check because you've exited before and you are completely visually different.
Yeah. Oh, there. So they don't have to worry. All right. And Liam and Caleb didn't have to
Behind,
worry.
As you are not
I'm
currently under
Liam is
direct
Caleb.
guard in the tavern.
Sam
They do
and
notice you
Liam.
exit.
That's right.
They're
I'm
aware
thinking they
you guys
all.
are
Yeah.
not confined
Makes
to
sense.
the tavern. All right, so you guys all manage to slowly come together a few blocks down and out of the sight of the Crown's Guard guarding the Nestled Nook Inn. And where are you off to?
We did it. Where should we go?
Let's
Just
keep
stay
walking
cool.
now.
You don't want anything that raises attention. And with Bo and Jester, I have no clue.
Who was he? Would be my question.
Oh, right. We should find out where he's from. How do we do that? Should we ask around and say,
The one
hey,
who
does
died, you mean?
anybody know where the old guy came from?
That's what I was like. They mean that
Turned
guy?
into a zombie.
The old man zombie? Old man zombie? He
Appropriate thing
keeps
to ask
on
is, well, we could
zombieing.
find some public places and just gossip a bit. See if anybody's heard of him, if their friend has died at the circus last night.
I mean, you mentioned no sick people if he was sick.
That's the one thing that's got me. Why specify sick people unless it's just
Belong.
there, but I don't know.
Most everyone knows everybody else.
Let's go to, like, is there a market?
Like
area?
elderly people I can understand. I mean, maybe it's just like because of like heart attacks. It's so shocking. You don't want people with heart conditions or something like that.
Vegetables and meats and you know, people who sell small things that they craft their own at. So it's a small market. If you want to make an investigation check.
Do it. I love rolls. I don't know why, but I just absolutely love when they roll. Because it basically changes the
By going around and asking questions,
direction.
and inquiring and trying to prod people to just talk about what transpired the night before, The information you gather involves that the man who passed away, his name is Enon Brinje.
It's my name. The J part. Anon Brimj. He's a standard human.
He's a standard human
Anon
being in
Brimj.
his early 80s.
80s. Old man. So it was an old man.
He was old, but healthy, it seemed.
But healthy, so it wasn't a
Seemed to be in good
sickness.
health for his age. I mean,
So it wasn't, but he was old, and it said no old or sick.
apparently.
They're the Logan's Run of
Yeah,
D&D.
that's. He seemed to have been retired for quite some time, but had been making little bits here and there, just kind of helping either fishermen move fish to.
Why
and
does it
from
look like Laura is
the,
sitting on
the
Sam's
the
lap
lake.
and so far from Tal'dorei?
He
Is that
wasn't
intentional?
Really well known. You know, the reason people are talking about him now is because the word has gotten around the gossip about. But for the most part, he was kind of one of the many faceless people that lived in the town, and a handful knew his name. And
Retired fisherman?
He was
he's
retired.
helping.
He was
He's helping with.
Do we know what he was retired from and where he was staying? Maybe where he was drinking? I'm sure, I mean, he had to go somewhere.
Actually, he was known often to be drinking at the old Mudhole Tavern.
Ah, the fact that that's a thing makes me think we should be
With the
heading
weird
there.
E, spelling?
No, just old.
I'm always a fan of that.
I know.
Yoldy.
Yoldy.
It's
Yeah,
pronounced
you
the.
might have
It is pronounced the. Yeah, when you see the ye.
And then
I should point out this is the second sort of connection to the Ustaloch.
The what?
Well, before we met up with you two, we fought off a wicked, water snake.
Oh yeah, we talked. I feel like they definitely talked about that.
Is this a metaphor or is this actually a real thing?
This
no, it
really
really
is.
happened. I
A
almost died.
snake.
I punched a snake
very
to
large.
death.
Really, really big.
Hey, weren't
It
there
was
snakes
awesome.
in the circus last night? But that wasn't related to the attack, I suppose.
A little different.
Story.
How long a snake are we talking about?
Oh, it was a big, like a lake snake, like a giant water.
Like a
snake.
lake-
Yeah,
I don't know what that
people
is,
were
a lake
complaining about
snake.
More and more
Is that a thing?
instances of these snakes coming out of the lake.
And this fellow who died was a fish or worked with the fishermen
Well-
in the lake.
He took some jobs with them. Do we know? Did anybody see him the day of the carnival? Was he working with anyone that day?
You don't find any of that information. that would be kind of a tense investigation thing. You have to go beyond just asking questions around a market for.
Is the lake within the city limits?
Yeah.
I mean, it's technically considered part of the city. It might not be.
Is that related? I can't imagine it is, but now they're starting to make me think it might be.
Mudhole Tavern.
Like the snakes thing, I'm like, no, and then, but like they're asking so much stuff, it starts making you think too
I
much.
was doing my rounds.
Yep,
with,
when you first entered the city.
Yep.
So you
The
can leave
lock ward, is that what we're talking about?
Northward, Lockwood, Hill.
the lock ward is where the old mudhole
The
would be.
lake
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
That's the
lock
end
ward
of my
is
beverage,
to the eastern
guys.
side of the
But we
entire
only got
city.
about 15
The
minutes
lock ward's
left.
like the central one.
The wards border the lake.
Love a good snake.
Love a good
So you make
snake.
your way to the old mudhole. Entering inside, it is a dark dive of a bar. You've been there once before. It smells heavily of old wet wood, ale stain, and peanuts.
Delicious.
On the four, it's a very small area, and of the four tables that are there, they're mostly empty except for one old man who's sitting there in the process playing a game of solitaire with his cards, and what looks to be a man in his 30s thumbing through a book. It would be the barkeep if there were more patrons at the moment. And he's kind of just flipping through and glances up and gives you.
I mean, no one's acting like ridiculous. I mean, they're
Can I help
open.
you? You're looking for.
It would have been
drinks?
weird
Can I
if
get
it
you
was
anything?
like desolate
A
and
drink. Sit down next to
vacant.
him. What do you have? I need something heavier. I've had enough trust to last me a lifetime.
We have liquor.
I will take your liquor.
I'll get some whiskey for you then.
Thank
Whiskey, everyone?
Sure.
Yeah, two, please.
Whiskey's the safest route. Whenever a bar looks sketchy to me, I love beer. But whenever a bar looks sketchy, I go at whiskey because you don't want to trust the taps unless they're bottled
I
beer.
don't even remember what voice
I go at whiskey because that'll kill anything. You don't have to worry about bacteria or germs if you're hammering shots of whiskey.
Have any whiskey she wants. Oh, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's,
That's
pretty,
pretty
good.
good.
17.
This is my daughter.
All right.
That's my daughter.
He goes and lines up a few small containers, fills whiskey for all of you. All right, around about, so that'll be about 8 silver for the batch.
I have that.
He's waiting for someone to pay.
Oh, wait, silver, did you say?
8 silver? That seems like a lot. 8 silver.
It's okay.
Is
I
that-
have it.
You do.
That seems a little steep. 6 beers? It's 8 silver?
Takes the silver, puts it away, slides.
That's
the,
more than a
thing,
silver a
starts
beer. I
reading,
feel like that's a little steep.
Goes back to his book and just starts thumbing through again.
Silver?
Honestly,
Yeah, like the other day we paid a silver and a half or something for a round or something.
Circus last
I feel
night,
like the
and,
prices went up on
I
beer.
did not know him well, but old man
Brinche.
Enon.
He looks up and goes, Enon.
Enon.
Sad to see him go. Many of us were wondering when day it was going to be.
Oh, did you know him?
Well, he came in here almost every day to drink, yeah? He's a lonely man.
It was a terrible way to go.
Well,
I'm sorry.
doesn't bother me one way or the other. Just sad to lose a patron.
It doesn't care. It's like they just want the money.
The day of the carnival.
I don't recall. Sometimes he would tell stories. Trevor was willing to listen, and not most were willing to listen.
Who was here that day?
Most aren't willing to
Yeah.
listen.
I think he came in briefly for a drink before the carnival, but that was it.
You know, we should drink to an old stories of Brimjays.
I down my shot. What did the man drink out of carry on? What was his final drink? I'm a bit of a macabre person myself.
Is this very whiskey you just had?
I'll take one more, and I'll...
When Marisha said that, it reminded me of Bill Brasky. If you haven't seen Bill Brasky, go look it
I
up.
hope not. Just seemed to be rather wasting away.
But yet again, Bo also said something that was like, Travis is like, shut up. Is that like her role? To be the person that gets yelled at all the time? Because that's kind of
Down at the docks?
a weird choice.
Up at the northward, carry crates, boxes. He was just odd jobs, ways to get by until the end of his day.
The
So
docks.
Now that they've come,
By
may he
water.
rest and not have to do odd jobs yet ever again.
He's by the water.
Pours his own bit of whiskey.
Cheers to Bill
Do you know who he was
Brasky.
doing odd jobs for that day?
Your lady voice is worse than mine.
I would cheers, but you guys just saw I killed the rest of my last beer.
To be honest, if he did, I wasn't paying attention.
I'm sure his family will miss him very much.
He had no family.
Nobody nearby. He had a son about 35 years ago, but him and got married and went up north.
Did he work for any of the particular breweries around?
The Von Brauns. No.
Maybe.
I feel like the docks, it's by water. I feel like the docks have something to do with it.
Where did he sit in
He just
here?
said it. So I think it was Sam just said
Points
Bill
over to,
Brasky, but I think he
table
didn't
the
say
guys that crossed
Brasky.
there,
He said
an
something
empty
else.
Table to the right of him. Usually right there in the corner.
I go sit in the corner.
Check it for dicks.
Yeah, I'm going to look for anything I can find that looks like an old man was touching it.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Okay.
What does that look like? It looks like an old man
Really
touched
good
it.
at these investigations.
Find a Metamucil.
12.
Well, it looks like probably old person touching has been all over here.
Old person touching.
Yes. The table's very old and warped in places, stains all over it. It's not a very good table. It's seen some rough days.
If we were to go down to the docks and ask after a few people that he'd worked with, is there anyone you know that we should speak to, or familiar is?
I apologize. I served him drinks and pretended to listen to him many times, but I wasn't really paying attention.
I understand that.
Was there anyone who did? That wasn't hypothetical.
Maybe.
I feel like they're asking too many questions. Is that a thing? I feel like it's a thing,
Most of my
or it
days
should
we've
be.
been kind of lipstick.
They're asking so many questions. If I was the bartender, I'd start being like, who are you people? What are you asking all this? If I went to a bar and I saw 6 strangers walk in asking this many questions, I'd be confused.
So while they're doing this,
I used to hang all the time, and I eyed up everybody.
Can I see what's on the spine of that book from where I am?
At a glance at it, it's in Zemnian, which you can read.
Yeah,
but it
he's like,
says-
yes, I know. I know, I can read
translation we're
Zemnian.
About to
Zemnian?
the
Oh, of course.
Rosed Embrace.
It's a romance novel.
Probably.
Yeah.
Watch the way you're talking, Marisha. You're a man.
Trashy,
Marisha's talking like a
novel.
girl.
It's a good one. I
So-
don't, no judgment.
It's not trashy. It's very tasteful.
Oh no, I mean I am fluent in Zemnian. I've read all his works, so
Have you?
mutual fan.
Mutual friend.
I realized there was another Samuel fan in here. Which is your favorite?
I love the Farthing's Embrace.
I haven't read that one.
It's an early one. He actually did it under a pseudonym. He did a whole
Roll
series
for
of
persuasion.
short stories. Mostly.
Or charisma.
And he goes over and like grabs a piece of chalk from the back of the thing and starts like writing out. Like, what was it? Was
The Farthing's Embrace.
Farthing's.
Yes.
Oh my god, I did not know about this.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to send up so Zadash and see if we can find some of those books. Thank you.
You're a big reader or just Samuel?
Just recently, Samuel.
I know Caleb's
read
big with
occasionally.
books, but is that a real Samuel book, or I'm
read
assuming
a
you just
lot,
made that
but,
up?
all I've been able to find in this town is that parchment place.
So Partridge Place is good for trash. If you're looking for unique stuff, there's a few places you can go instead.
Here in town?
You're in town, yeah. If you're having a hard time finding a specific book,
That was an
I
interesting
recommend
connection
going
on
to
books.
Burnished Biblos.
Burnished Biblos. Which ward is that in?
Oh, that's in the North Ward, just on the outskirts of the main market street. It's kind of a bit of a cluttered mess, but Oglin will be happy to help you there.
Who the hell's Oglin?
Oglin?
Oglin.
Oglin.
Who?
That is good to know. Thank you.
Not to worry.
Oglin. At the bookstore,
it was hard
okay.
to find the Farthing's Embrace.
Oh, I could imagine so. I can't be that bad.
Well, he wasn't as proud of them, you know, early work and...
Now Liam's trying to sell that he...
I'll contact him Lexington properly. If I cannot find it in Zadash, I'll get it from Lexington.
That would be the place.
What's your name?
Oh, my name is Caleb.
Caleb.
Yeah,
Pleasure
pleasure.
to meet you. I'm Vasna.
Vasna.
Fasna. Pleasure.
Thank you for the drink.
Hey, cool, man. So Liam made a connection with books and then pretended he knew about things he didn't and made something up. And I'm surprised he didn't have to roll. Maybe he just acted so persuasive.
This has been quite a day.
Quite a day.
Is there pictures?
Is there pictures?
I mean, the pictures are up in here.
Oh,
Beat me to it.
sounds exciting.
It can be, yeah.
No, it's not at all. It's boring. No, I'm not saying it is, but it is.
I sneak my undrunk whiskey to not while I'm having this
I
conversation.
take out my flask from my leg, unscrew it, and pour it in.
Okay.
Because he's supposed to be a little kid.
Alrighty.
Well, what do you guys
He,
think? Should we stay here?
aka
Should we
she.
go somewhere else?
We gotta get Molly.
So I just sat down for a moment with the solitaire player.
Correct.
This one I'm curious
They
about.
say solitaire is a game for the death obsessed. There's inevitability to every hand. Most of them are doomed from the start no matter what you do. Any interest to buck fate and just try your hand at an opponent for once? No money, just friendly. I slide the rest of my whiskey over.
Are you a devil?
Are you a
Go
devil?
worse.
Oh,
I don't play with devils.
Well, just a man who saw.
because Matt said if you're within 3 or 4
Oh,
feet,
yesterday's
people
been-
will see you.
Heavy on my conscience, and I just was wondering if there's anything you could tell me about Enon.
Enon wanted to go to that bloody circus.
I'm regretting it myself.
Told him not to go. Stupid it is.
I like that the guy recognized because he's close enough.
He's always had his head in the clouds.
Has he? It's not what other people have said.
Other people are stupid.
Why do you think he
He's
went?
throwing down the cards.
Why do you think that happened to him?
He's lonely. Don't trust the carnival. Nothing but spooks and magicians and Things
I
wanna
love that
take
he's
your life
playing
and
solitaire.
Take your money, take your family, whisk you away. Fuck the circus.
Fuck the circus.
Fuck the circus.
So, that's what you think happened to him then? I feel like there's something evil afoot.
Says the devil.
Again, I've been called worse. Sure you have in your time as well.
He takes the drink, sips it.
Don't come round here no more.
I take my cup back, down it. I love small towns.
Shithead.
All right.
Well, that was revealing.
Well, we learned a few things actually. He's a prime target for perfect victim, perfect candidate. No one really paid attention.
You're supposed to be talking like a dude, Marisha, unless maybe she doesn't have to when it's just us.
Gone.
Awfully convenient.
Awfully convenient. Still awfully convenient that your little old circus doesn't allow the elderly, which you never fully explained, and he happened to be one of the oldest people in that circus. Where did that rule come from? The sick makes sense. I asked you that before, but why elderly?
That rule's been around for as long as I can remember because it makes people think the show's dangerous. Gives them a thrill.
I mean, that's kind of what I thought.
We're not really.
I literally said it could be like you could have a heart attack. That's what people have said and done before.
This is how these shows work.
Do you know who implemented that rule?
Gustav.
In his defense, every carnival I've gone to has said no sick people, no old people.
Is that real though?
It's it's a boilerplate.
Still a good candidate.
I don't know if
and a good,
Jester should say that because it could throw people off the trail if it's not the case.
If I was trying to get away with something, terrible idea.
Or if you were trying to frame someone. Seems to be a lot of pretty bigoted people in this town who don't like tieflings and other strange lots. Jester, you actually, I think, said one of the smartest things of the night, which is you did, yeah. Which is guards really weird.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What?
Guards are really
Crown
weird.
guard.
The crown guards. As you were saying, the
What kind of weird?
Ustaloch?
Like, you know, they, what kind of weird?
Well.
Yeah, like what? Yeah, I'm like totally confused.
They
What?
seem to be the one through line, the one connecting through line, and also, what's her name? Norda mentioned that she didn't want to let you lot in, but made an exception. I don't know. I'm just saying, if I wanted to do something, and if I already knew a bunch of people were upset and angry at a circus and strange people coming in, it's easy framing, in my opinion.
My God.
She makes a valid point, actually.
She does, but I feel like she took forever to get there. And like she takes so many pauses. It's like by the time she starts talking again,
Or if you're up to
I'm trying to piece it all
and
together.
You don't want to get caught. Blame it on the easy frame.
Wouldn't be
The
the first time.
weirdos who just rolled into town.
Great.
be the
So
first
we just
time.
need to investigate the guards.
I
That might be hard
can't
to do.
tell you how many times Tal'dorei has said it wouldn't be the first time.
I don't know. It might not be the guards.
I'd
It might
probably
be
say a lot of
another
things a
through
lot
line
of
that we're
times.
missing.
Do we need to question the guards?
That sounds terrible.
Maybe
Yeah,
we should tell them they
that's
can't
even
leave
silly to
town.
ask. You're all hiding in disguise.
When they question
Molly
us,
can be seen
we
from
can't
3 feet.
Yeah, I like that.
I was about. No, never mind.
What?
I was just about to be very impressed, but I take it back.
They're too chaotic, some of them. But I mean, I guess that's what they want to be. I just don't know why you'd want to be
it's a
the
quick
annoying,
process
chaotic
to
character.
work, so-
I feel like that's
so the
like
Ustaloch
you're just gonna have everyone else
is
get
the
mad at you all the
It's
time.
what they call the war.
Yeah, it's the
lake.
giant lake that the docks are against.
Yeah.
The city is built against this
The
giant lake.
Ustaloch.
What does
Lake.
Usta mean? Where does Usta come from?
Do you speak Zemnian?
Do you?
He used to
Caleb does. Yeah.
Yes.
What does Usta mean?
It means.
Do you know?
Do I know?
I'm just trying to fuck
Ost
with you.
means, it's been a while, but Ost I think means east.
Means lake.
Ustaloch.
Usta? No, it's not lake.
Usta.
Essentially, it just means an East Lake.
Look at that.
Lake.
I was right.
Oh, look at that. Liam, his character knows it, and Liam actually figured it out. East Lake.
Well, I'd like to avoid the guards for as long as possible.
Yeah, like, let's not draw more attention. And he definitely has to. Molly?
Keeping an eye out for Ralgard.
All right. So as you guys make your way towards the Ustaloch and the dock ward there, we'll go and take a break.
All right, there we go. I knew it was coming soon. All right, guys, so there is the commercial break or the midway break of the episode. The rest we're going to do on a live stream. We'll finish episode 2 on a live stream. Should be about 2 hours, give or take. By the time the break is done, I think they're like 15 to 20 minutes long. We're at the 2:05 mark now. It is probably going to be like the 2:20, 2:21 mark, give or take. We'll figure it out. But when we establish that, Friday we'll do the live stream. We'll have a timer over here. I will raise this up a little. We'll be able to see like that much of the screen where we'll have the subtitles so you can follow along that way. We'll have the timestamp so you can follow along if you need to do that. Also, I might have background music. I might just add some background music because I rewatched the first live stream. I want to improve them. I want to make sure the audio and everything's right. I was actually pretty impressed with the clarity and the fact that there was no lag. I was afraid if a lot of people were on consistently that it would somehow lag or there'd be a problem with the audio or the video. The only thing I noticed was big spans where I'm not talking because I'm trying to pay attention. Matt Mercer's talking and it's dead silence. And I feel like if I put my own fantasy type music in the background, they are much lower than me and their music, I can barely hear the music they're playing with it on normal volume. So you guys probably can. I'll probably add my own music in the background. So that way when there's downtime, it's not just total silence because it was almost kind of like weird and broke up the flow. I feel like none of you guys said anything in the comments about it or it bothering anybody, but I just feel like I want to improve them. You guys feel free to give me your opinion, your comments. I want to make these as watchable as possible. And I feel like it's already pretty much there. Obviously, you guys are having a good old time. We're keeping a solid audience. Technically, this was the 6th campaign 2 related thing I did. And the live stream Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern time, my time, will be the 7th we do for campaign 2. So we're already rolling with it, guys. That means we've watched close to 8 hours of campaign 2 already, and I'm loving the way we're doing it. I'm loving the flow. So let's just talk real quick about this. We'll recap this, and then we'll jump into the live stream on Friday. I'm going to release this tomorrow. I didn't mean to do it like that. I was supposed to release part 1 on like Sunday or Monday. I got really backed up with work and everything. So I released part 1 on Wednesday, which is today, earlier today. I watched this now. I'm going to release this tomorrow, and then Friday's the live stream. So you're going to get Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but I had to do it that way. I didn't plan on it. We're going to try to not do that next week. We all put on disguises. Jester gives one to Marisha. Marisha looks like a dude, is supposed to talk like a dude. There are many times throughout this part right here, which is only about 35 minutes, that she broke character in the sense of not talking like a dude. I thought at some point Matt was going to make a thing of it and be like, somebody noticed that you're not talking like a dude. But I feel like the times she didn't was maybe when we were just in our own little circle of friends. But we meet the bartender at this bar. It's called the Mud Hole Inn. Ye Old Mud Hole, or I don't know, whatever it is. It's a mud hole. It's a shitty old bar. They find out that this guy, Enon Brinjay, my name is Jay, so I know it's definitely the right ending of it, but he is an 80-plus-year-old man that drank at this shithole of a bar, and there's one dude playing solitaire and a bartender. Caleb hits it off with the bartender. They talk about books. He makes up a fake book. I don't know why he didn't have to roll for persuasion. Is it because his charisma's high? Maybe something like that? Because I thought for sure Matt was going to say, you got to roll because you're making up shit, and this bartender is very knowledgeable of this author Samuel. But no, he didn't have to roll. He hits it off with the guy, talks about books. We find out there's another bookstore that he should go to where there's a guy named Alston or Olgin. Ogun? I don't know. Something with an O, something along those lines. I'm guessing we're going to go there. We're probably going to get more answers. Then Molly sits down with the solitaire player. At close range, they could tell he looks like he does, and he looks like a little mini devil. So the guy calls him out on it, tells him a few things, nothing of importance, and throws him out basically. He says, get lost, don't come back here. We're starting to create problems. We don't want to draw attention. We all should not be out except for Caleb and Sam. We spent most of this time at the tavern, and I enjoyed it. We found out a few things. We can go to this new bookstore. We know a little bit more about the old man. He enjoyed a drink from time to time. He was really lonely. Didn't have a whole lot of family except a son that he had 35 years ago who married and went up north. We're on our way to Ustaloch, which is the East Lake translation from the language of Zemnian that Caleb speaks. Caleb literally doesn't know it in real life. Liam figured it out what it meant, and that was interesting. But Matt was like, yeah, good for you. It's lake. So we're going to East Lake. We're traveling around. We really don't know a whole lot still. We know that Norda is walking around. We know the Crown's Guard is watching the place we're at. At some point, I feel like if we don't return, we're going to be in trouble. He did say that the disguise kit, or at least whatever Jester did, I feel like Jester did a spell that changes her appearance, and that's why she's totally different, this blonde woman. He even said you don't even have to roll because you're a totally different looking person. So that was interesting, but he said it only lasts an hour. So we've probably got to start heading back, and honestly, regardless of whether the spell runs out or not, we should probably start heading back because I feel like Norda or guards are going to come looking for us. They're going to be like, hey, we're going to check on you. I mean, who wouldn't check on a group of people that were just released and Bo was supposed to be imprisoned? Every time I do one of these, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to do it every time, but right now I'm going to do it for now until the foreseeable future. Right now, I don't know if the order changed too much. Jester is still my favorite, followed by Not the Brave. Then I don't know, guys. Caleb jumped in. Caleb is number 3 now. I feel like Travis didn't do a whole lot this part. He kind of took a back seat to what's going on. Caleb is way more interesting, and I knew he was going to be. I said in other parts, I said Caleb is probably going to rise in the ranks because I just don't understand why he's the smelly kid, but he is very intelligent. He's reading books. I like that he's got Frumpkin. Caleb, if he wasn't already, is now number 3. I forget. Maybe I put him number 3 in the last part, but if I didn't, Caleb is a solid number 3 now, closely followed by Travis as Ford. I just didn't hear a whole lot from him, didn't learn more about his character, so he takes the next step down. But then Molly is next, and Bo is my least favorite. Right now, Bo is my least favorite. I don't understand why you'd pick a character. If that is who her character is, that constantly does and says the wrong thing, and it's just annoying, I don't know why you'd want to be that character unless every group has to have that character and she just bit the bullet. But I feel like she enjoys it. She's having a good old time with it. It's just, that is the person I hate most in any group. I hate the person who is the comic relief, does everything wrong, drags you down. Unless, I mean, at some point she's probably going to come through. It's going to be like one of those things where every now and then she's going to save the day. I feel like it's going to be a Mr. Magoo thing where she does it unintentionally. But regardless, if you guys are seeing this one and you didn't hear from the other parts, we have the middle section on Patreon only. It is an hour long. I put it up already. It is on there right now. Middle part of this episode, you will only see it on Patreon. I break it up. I do 2 parts on YouTube, an hour long on Patreon, and then the live stream on Friday. So you guys want to see more of what I do, full on edited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons ahead of what you're seeing, and hundreds of exclusives you'll only see on Patreon. The link is in front of me. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.